touchdowns, 5th among quarterbacks in the history of Georgia Tech. We'll see what they do on first down. Thomas throws wide open. Marshall up near midfield. Marshall inside the 40. He may go the distance, and the Jackets are in the end zone on the first play of the game. Katie, thank you. Did I hear a dadgum in there somewhere? I know that word. My buddy Tommy Bowden uses it all the time. Searcy on the pitch. There is a flag on the play as he tried to get to the edge.
Game which may make him vulnerable over the top with some passes.
Dedrick Mills is the running back. Thomas has it. Midfield. And close to the 40-yard line for Justin Thomas as Ryan White made the tackle. But
home and take care of his responsibility, the quarterback, and Thomas can make him pay.
Justin Thomas approaching 2,000 yards rushing in his career at Georgia Tech. He gave it to Dedrick Mills.
Defend against the run. All three of those guys have to play big today.
Thomas, Searcy trying to turn that corner, and he's dragged out of bounds by Zach Cunningham. And rudely, I might add, Dave.
Well, Zach Cunningham is a big...
And as Dave mentioned, first team all-conference in the SEC last year. 3rd down and 6. Thomas. Complete. Lynch inside the 30 for a Georgia Tech first down. 2-0 on the season with wins against Boston College and Mercer. They'll run it up the middle. Mills was so important in that Boston College game. Had that winning touchdown.
He seems to be that tough guy that can run the rock in that position.
The 4-yard TD run with 35 seconds to go in that game against Boston College, and it's Mills again who gets the call.
Played running back. Over 1,200 yards rushing and 96 tackles as a linebacker.
Trying to get the first down on 3rd down. Driving his way to the 15-yard line, and that is good enough.
To run this offense. You see, and it's not a surprise. You look at the play selection for Georgia Tech in this drive. 6-1, run to pass.
There's the pitch to Mills. Inside the 10, to the end zone. And a Jackets TD. Dedrick Mills, 15 stages. That game against Boston College went on an 11-play, 59-yard drive for the winning points. They converted on 4th and 19 in that drive as they played in Dublin, Ireland to open the season against BC. They're going to give it to Mills. Work his way up past the 20. 2nd and 5 for Georgia Tech. Thomas drops it off. Lynch to the 35, and Lynch out to the 40 for Georgia Tech. Clinton Lynch, the sophomore. From their own 40 for the Yellow Jackets. They're in the white and old gold with the blue trim today. Up to the 42-yard line for Mills again. All conference in the SEC as a freshman now in his junior season for Bowden. 2nd and long, Georgia Tech. Thomas dropped behind the 40. Ryan, 3rd down conversions, but this is 3rd and 10 as we open up the 2nd quarter from Atlanta, Georgia. Tom Wormy, Dave Archer, Roddy Jones on the sidelines. Justin Thomas sends it deep. Searcy off his fingertips at the 20 for Georgia Tech. Justin Thomas was pressured, got it away, and a flag comes out. The pass was intended for Miller line for Georgia Tech and 1st and 10. Justin Thomas has thrown an 81-yard TD pass to Marcus Marshall. This time it's Mills. Mills to the 40. Stays upright and gets down to the 33-yard line.
Dedrick Mills, 7 carries, 36 yards so far. Starting to get the big D back lathered up.
He's like a thoroughbred in there. He's the first part of that option play that Roddy's talking about. You get him rolling, it's tough to stop this offense.
23 yards on the previous play. This is Mills again, and he's inside the 20. Dedrick Mills. Thomas runs into the line and is met right there by Zach.
See the depth here that they're playing?
Thomas has to escape pressure. A flag has come out as he throws it close to the first down marker, and the catch is made by the Yellow Jackets. Now 2nd and 28. Thomas trying to gain the 40. 11 yards on the run.
Inherited one of the top quarterbacks, not in the ACC, in the country, and Brad Kye is showing it today on the road.
Justin Thomas. This will be Mills trying to get away from Cunningham. Can't do it. Short of the 35-yard line.
Well, chances in the country.
Just a minute to go in the first half of that game between number 2 Florida State, number 10 Louisville. That is in Louisville, Kentucky. And 28-10. Thomas dropped the ball and 3 penalty markers came out. Pass was incomplete. Their first play from scrimmage in the first quarter, 81 yards on the touchdown pass by Justin Thomas. This is Mills. Short gain. Teams have not played here at Georgia Tech since 2002. A win for the Yellow Jackets, 45-3. Thomas to his left, and that pass sails high, intended for Brad Stewart.
A lack of success on first and...
Tune in right here. We'll have it for you on the halftime report. Tom, Dave.
Katie, thank you so much. We're looking forward to hearing the comments of our studio team at halftime as Cunningham
throws it 60 times a game, and now they're playing a team that runs a spread option attack. Taking a little while, but Cunningham's figuring it out.
Thomas taking off up the middle of the field, spins his way past the 25 and up to the 29, and his helmet comes rolling out of the pot. Jackson, Alabama. Played last week in that win against Mercer. They toss it out. J.J. Green. It's another helmet on the field. That
81 came on one play.
Thomas. Stewart makes a move at the 43, up to the 45, and now 40.
Stewart didn't go out of bounds after the catch.
Yellow Jackets have 2 timeouts to work with. Thomas, a pump and a throw. Searcy in traffic. Knocked away, incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
They make a couple plays in the passing game.
Just barely got the handoff away to Mills, who got swallowed up immediately by...
With great pride. And being a part of one of those back in 09.
Thomas in trouble and just has to fire it into the ground.
You know, it's interesting, Tom, that trophy Roddy was holding up.
That Georgia Tech football competed against in that season back in 1892. The first was Mercer, who they played last week. Thomas uncorks it. It's complete at the 25. Searcy has it.
Well, good decision by Justin Thomas. He understands the defender has his back. They played 2014 this year.
On second down, he fires it incomplete. McKell landed.
Paul Johnson, they're in field goal range. He does not want to give away points.
On third down, Thomas looking for Ricky June, deflected away by Torrens.
Had the first 2 really good because they've been really good at the end of the half to get the field goal.
Justin Thomas is dropped at the 28-yard line. Zach Cunningham made the tackle.
10. Dave, Tom.
Wow. I expected Louisville to play that a really close game. I didn't expect them to blow Florida State off the field.
Pass is incomplete. Brad Stewart was the target.
The defense. They're playing some defense in Louisville now.
3 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing today for Lamar Jackson against Florida State. They got a game against Clemson in a couple of weeks. This is Thomas breaking away. First down and more near midfield. Out of bounds, right at the 50. Justin Thomas, Trey Herndon. Thomas again.
He didn't miss him that time.
No, this run not quite as fruitful at Iowa State in the collegiate ranks. Hall of Famer there. Great to be with Dave and Roddy today. Rob Reichley, our executive producer. Corey Alford's directing. Lynch stays up at the 30. Lynch breaking tackles inside the 20 and down to the 15 as a flag comes out.
First down nonetheless. Good play on the option play by Justin Thomas.
That was a 35-yard run that was nullified by the penalty. Thomas trying to make something out of absolutely nothing and stumbles down. Loss of 2 in lottery. Celebrating their 10th anniversary and over $4 billion raised for education. Thomas got it away. Searcy went up to get it at the 25. It's now 3rd and 5 for Georgia Tech. And the 25 of Vandy. Searcy has the pitch. Trying to get around the corner. He's got first down yardage. Searcy out of bounds at the 15.
He's supposed to from the defensive side of the football.
Jackets up over 300 yards in total offense as they work for the 15. On first down for Justin Thomas. Gives it off. Willis diving for the 5, and the ball came out into the end zone. Covered by Georgia Tech.
Those runs, 2 passes.
Trying to run it to the end zone with Mills, and he's in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets, Diedrich Mills. Thomas gets away from a man at the 40. Into Vandy territory and down to the 43. Justin Thomas. Trey Herndon on the tackle. 21 yards. That average for the season. Last year, 378 total offense. Lynch sprinting to the 15. Clinton Lynch. 2nd and 9 for Georgia Tech. Down to the 10 and Mills. Adam Butler wrapped him up. 4 yards for Mills. 3rd and short for Georgia Tech. Mills trying to get to that goal line. Barrels his way. And he's in. What power from Diedrich Mills. Making 3 TDs on the day. Jordan will run far side. Runs into Cunningham. Welcome to the football game for Matthew Jordan.
Well, they're much more healthy. Roddy talked about how the young players grown up. You see it.
Lynn Griffin was stopped short of the 1-7 in conference play. That only conference win was on October 24th when they beat number 9 Florida State 22-16 on that wild block kick at the end of regulation. This is over the middle and complete. Clinton Lynch trying to separate. Lynch to the end zone for Georgia Tech. That was a 64-yard return after the interception by Walker. Marcus 38-7. Yellow Jackets looking for more. Matthew Jordan hung on to that one. Jordan, who has already rushed for 3 touchdowns this season.
Is he auditioning as the heir apparent to Justin Thomas moving on?
We'll throw this one to the end zone in traffic and pulled down by Vandy. 5 pounds and a sophomore from Hamilton, Georgia. 3rd quarterback of the game for Georgia Tech. Let's take a look at what something special. And he is. Dave Archer, Roddy Jones on the sideline. Great production, support, and staff here in Atlanta, Georgia. Rob Reichley, our executive producer. Roy Elfers, our director.
Good play on the option. Team win for the Yellow Jackets today.
TD pass for Thomas. 3 rushing TDs from Mills. Marshall had that 81.
Together yardage-wise, and that really wears down a defense.
213 yards in total in passing today. Most of it just the 4th meeting between the teams since 1967. First since 09, and this decision is going to go to Georgia Tech, and the Yellow Jackets are going to be 3-0. And coming up, the Clemson Tigers on Thursday. Inside the 45 on the rush. 444. Did not attempt a pass in the second half against Mercer. Didn't need to as they pulled away 35-10 with the help of a fake punt and Chase Alford. Ran at 21 yards, and that led to a touchdown. All right, let's check in with our Charlotte students.
Tennessee, all they wanted And we're playing in their backyard. You got to figure that they were at a fever pitch in Boone today. But Miami laid the wood.
That was the first ever meeting between those two programs, Dave, and the first time a team from the Power 5 has visited Boone, North Carolina. So
this place will be rocking. I think they'll be really excited here at Bobby Dodd. They're going to be excited to have the Clemson Tigers to town. As you mentioned, last night Clemson came to town. Deshaun Watson left the game with an injury, and Georgia Tech won the game.
Last regular season loss for Clemson back in 2014 right here at Bobby Dodd Stadium as Taquan Marshall
had to get ready for Georgia Tech, but to only have a couple of days to prepare for Paul Johnson's offense could be a tall task.
Tigers won 59-0 today against South Carolina State and beat Georgia Tech 43-24 in their meeting last year. That's out of bounds inside the 40.